Before we get into this video, comment below what your opinion is if gender and size of the owner matter with owning a Cane Corso. It doesn't take any strength. It doesn't take a penis.
Today we're going to go over some comments that we saw on another dog training video. Beckman's dog training, he trains a Cane Corso, and the Cane Corso's energy is very much like Joey Justice's was. Since Joey Justice is so well trained, he's not displaying a lot of these behaviors, but without the proper training, this dog would have been out of control. There's a couple topics we want to hit on comments we were looking at. I don't understand why women buy a dog like this knowing full well they can't train it and control it. So annoying when people get a dog completely inappropriate for them. 3 little Asian girls shouldn't have a war dog bigger than they are. Now to that comment, A, why does it matter what race they are? That kind of comes off racist to me. And I'm not one of these soft people out there of the woke culture 2023 that we're dealing with. Race does not matter. 3 little Asian girls shouldn't have a war dog bigger than them. Both Bruce Wayne and Joey Justice is bigger than Kara Corey. Quite a bit bigger than Kara Corey. And gender doesn't matter when you have a dog whatsoever. I've seen senior citizens with Cane Corsos that are extremely well trained and well behaved. It's more of an attitude, a lifestyle. Positive only doesn't work for every single breed. I don't really think it works with any breed whatsoever, but especially with a Cane Corso, a Belgian Malinois, these type of breeds need a firm handler, and a lot of what Joel talks about in his videos, it's more than just training, it's how you interact with your dog. It's a lifestyle. And it's an attitude with your dog. And it's having that attitude where I'm the boss. I don't care if you're 50 pounds bigger than me, you're going to do what I say. It's your body posture. It's how you speak to the dog. Instead of asking the dog for something, you're telling the dog to do something.
And we've talked about that before with tone of voice, where yes, it can be a bit different. Tone of voice, most females have a higher pitched voice than males, but it's all about how you speak and lead your dogs. It really doesn't have anything to do with gender.
Yes, so you have to be mindful. Just for example, just talking, I'm talking normal, Kara's talking normal. My voice is projecting way louder than Kara's is because I'm a larger person than her. And to that fact, Bruce outweighs me by 20 pounds.
Right.
Joey Justice outweighs me.
Yeah, they're both bigger than you as a man.
Going back to size doesn't matter. It's how well you can communicate with a dog. Bruce's tip is out. Do you know what that's saying? It's just the tiny tip.
Just the tiniest.
No, that's saying, he's like, I'm putting my tip out to tip you guys off to subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss any of the newest videos, because we have a ton of videos, breed-specific videos, just dog training videos, our philosophies on dog training, how we raise these guys to be the perfect canine companions, because we do live in harmony, and a lot of people say you can't have 2 intact male Cane Corsos or 2 intact males in general. And I only want males, I don't want female dogs. It's just a personal preference. And I just want to show you guys that you can do it when you keep the pack hierarchy, you keep your leadership strong. You run the roost. The dogs don't run the roost. Sure, you can kind of let them figure out things on their own, but it's also up to you when you see things kind of being off to change the situation, change the energy, change the interaction between the dogs. I have a ton of pack hierarchy videos on how we run the house. We're extremely strict, even to this day. Check those out, they'll help you immensely. This dog could eat me, this dog could eat Kara, this dog could eat me and Kara. But because of how we train them, they are very much in control. And I shared this video with Kara today, the exact video on Joel's channel. Love Joel, by the way. Such
a good video.
I'd love to meet Joel in person someday. How we train our dogs is so in line with what Joel always talks about. That's why when I first came across his channel, I was like blown away. I'm like, this guy is like me. Yeah. Except for he has worked with far more animals than me. He's a way better trainer than me. He used to work at SeaWorld training.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Training killer whales.
Yeah, it's
so this
cool.
guy knows what he's doing, guys.
Animals.
He knows the animals. He's probably one of the best out there. The actual video, it just went up yesterday, is called Battle Dogs Require Major Attitude Adjustments Early. Fix your dog, young dog before it's too late. You'll see in this video, this Cane Corso has the crazy, Cane Corsos have wiggly butts. They just do, especially at puppy age. Justice, he just hit 2. He is still hitting puppy age. And I heard him saying this statement to the owner, when this dog turns 1.5 years, he's gonna become an adult and guardian instincts kick in. And that is typically the case for most Cane Corsos, around 1.5 years, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Joey Justice is a little bit over 2, maybe 2 years and a month, about
Yep.
2 years and a month old. And he's just now starting to get that
just
guardian
a little
instinct. And it really depends on just the dog in general and the lifestyle.
Right.
Because of Bruce always takes the lead. Bruce is at the window first. Bruce won't let Justice up to the window. He'll back him off so he can do the guarding, protecting. So every dog's different, but he's pretty correct around 1.5 years because that's when Bruce Wayne really started to kick in with those guardian instincts, when he was still friendly with people, but he didn't care as much about people. This breed, a lot of breeds change drastically, and it happens quick, especially when you have a guardian breed.
It literally can change like in an instant.
In an instant, in a day. All of a sudden your dog loves everyone. Now it's growling at people going by. It's like, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? It's nothing you're doing wrong. Your dog is bred to be a guard dog. Your dog was bred in ancient times to be a Roman dog of war. Those instincts are still in them. And that's why it's really important you get a dog that fits your lifestyle and that you have the ability to train with your skill level.
And the fact that your partner's on board as well. So in terms of relationship, whoever your partner may be, whatever gender, whatever color, you both have to be able to have that same style of leadership, especially with this breed. So those comments in particular are just quite comical to me because they are so ignorant, if I can say so.
They triggered Kara a little bit this morning.
I was ready to go off this morning. I held back though, I wasn't a keyboard warrior there, but they triggered me because it's just so inaccurate. There's so many things to consider in terms of getting this breed. As a female, I've told Jason this numerous times. If something happened, whatever, and I'm on my own in life, I'm still gonna have this breed forever. It has nothing to do with needing a man in my house. It has nothing to do with Jason being in the house. This is the breed that I want. This is the breed that matches me and my personality and what I look for in a dog. And I am 100% confident in my skills with leading this breed. Now, it's not to say it doesn't come with some fine tuning once in a while. You heard Jason mention, you know, I need to tell the dogs what to do, not ask them what to do. And sometimes that comes out of me where I'm just a little more soft with them and motherly and ask them to do something politely and need to recall that, oh yeah, I need to just tell them what to do because they will take, if I give them that little inch, they'll take a mile with it.
He's like, you love me.
See it?
See, this dog, Canine Corsos are very loving dogs, and you can even see it when this dog is roughhousing. This dog in this video we're talking about is much like Justice. He likes to play hard, and just like at the end of this video, this dog smashes his head on the table. He does it all the time, and he doesn't even care. Right. All breeds feel pain, everything feels pain, but their ability to not let pain bother them, they have a higher pain tolerance, right? They can deal with a lot more pain than the average dog. He likes to play extremely rough. And much like Prince, Bruce Wayne is very good at being able to almost train other dogs. He made training Justice super easy. Justice goes too hard, he corrects Justice. Any other dog goes too hard with him, he corrects that dog. He doesn't take it too far, he doesn't bite them, he doesn't rip them apart. He's 160 pounds, he could easily do so. But he knows his power, his size, and he knows how to correct a dog at the certain times. He has to correct Justice even to this day at 2 years old. Justice will start playing too hard and he will correct him. I notice a lot of things too. It's really amazing watching these two dogs interact. Justice will start pushing it, for example, right?
Yeah.
And we have a goat horn that they like to chew on. We have two of them. If Justice is pushing in the house and they give him the goat horn, I'll sometimes tell Kara, I'm like, watch what Bruce is gonna do. Justice will have it outside, and Bruce will just walk up to him and give him like the death stare. Won't chase him, won't try to take it from him, just give him the death stare. Justice will drop it, lay down, and almost like roll over like, okay, bro, you can have it. Point taken, all right? I'm sorry, point taken, and he puts him back in line. Other times he'll correct him by putting his chin on him and pushing him down. He may softly mouth him to put him down, but he's very good at correcting dogs. And Bruce has been magical in training Justice. It made training him so much easier. And just like this Canine Corso in Joel's video, he has to get rid of that energy. He's twitchy. Those fast twitch muscles, just as Joel's talking about. I'm always telling her, I'm like, he needs to run, he needs to sprint, he needs to get out that energy. Because he's so well trained, he'll still listen. But It's almost not fair to do to him to make him stay for 30 minutes without getting that energy out of him.
Yep.
Now, yes, a lot of the times we aren't fair to him, and we get up in the morning, 6 in the morning, and go straight to the gym, and we have the dogs with us. They're on a stay the whole entire time. People are like, how do you keep your dogs so calm? They're so calm. I'm like, they're really not calm. They are just obedient.
Right.
And they're not going to break their command unless I let them off their command.
It's kind of like discipline with a human. Do we want to go to the gym every day? Are we motivated to? Not necessarily, but if you have the discipline, you do what you have to do because you know you have to. These dogs are very disciplined with their obedience. With that video, you saw that Corso. I did, like Jason said, see a lot of the same similarities with Justice, where he almost gets what I like to call crazy in the eyes, where he can't even see straight.
That focus.
Right, and if you saw in the video, he was like lapping, right? He was lapping around, kind of just like, you could see the crazy in his eye. So it takes a really long time to work through that fight, I think Joel was calling it, like that need to fight and have a little war in him.
When you say that his brain's elsewhere, you see that when you pull out a ball with Justice, Justice wants that ball.
That's something that regardless of gender, you would have to work through. So it didn't matter that the owners were female. Justice is like that with both Jason and myself. Something I've used as just a little tip is ensuring that he doesn't get his way until he's really making that eye contact with me. And I will just repeat those drills over and over again with him, ensuring that he's looking at me. It really does help to calm down that crazy in him quite a bit. It doesn't take any strength. It doesn't take a penis. It doesn't matter the gender. It's about that discipline and finding what works with your energy of your Cane Corso. And I think we've mastered what we have needed to do we did it at the time with Bruce Wayne. Justice is a different puppy with a different energy, with those fast twitch fibers needing to go, go, go. And so I think we've mastered how to do that with him. And I do a lot of that work on my own nowadays that I'm working from home. I don't see any need to even mention gender with this breed because regardless of strength, these dogs are gonna be overpowering male or female.
Yes,
it's about the leadership.
There's somebody at the gym, Nick at Hercules Gym. He loves the dogs. He is 260 pounds, solid muscle, probably 6'2".
Big guy.
And he's like, I couldn't even hold one of these dogs back. And they love him so much. He loves the dog so much. But it just goes to show that, again, size doesn't matter. He's much bigger than Bruce. He's 100 pounds bigger than Bruce.
Right.
You know?
The leadership and the respect that needs to be built is much greater than gender, race, etc. And if you're not confident in having that, then you probably shouldn't have the breed, right?
Exactly. Comments like that are just ignorant. It shows the lack of understanding that certain people have in dog behavior, how to train a dog, and I always like to say, it goes beyond training a dog. It goes much beyond training a dog. It's how you raise your dog. That's the most important thing, how you raise your dog, because you're always training your dog. You're either training them to do something you want them to do, or inadvertently training them to do something you don't want them to do through your actions every single day. Every time you're around your dog, you are training them. They're looking at you as a leader and they're taking information from you.
Absolutely.
That's why praising your dog when they do something you want them to do, especially at puppyhood. You know, your dog lays down politely across the room while you're prepping their dinner. Praise them because you're telling them, that's what I like. This is the behavior I expect from you. So it's always that, communication back and forth. Other comments we saw in there, thinking how we think and always what Joel says is, I've yet to see a positive-only dog trainer successfully train a Cane Corso, German Shepherd, or a breed like this.
Correct.
And it is so true because they take a firm handler, they take a firm, sensitive handler. By firm handler, I'm not saying beat your dog.
Right.
A firm handler, like Joel put out in the example, he put the Corso down. He wasn't putting all his force and weight into it, he's holding it down.
Right.
So it would just kind of, not even submit, but just like calm down to break that focus, to break that energy. That's what I mean by a firm handler. You can't be afraid to move your dog around. Bruce jumps on me. He doesn't, but if Justice used to jump as a puppy, I'd knee him. And I wouldn't knee him hard. I just put my knee up as he's coming up so he gets a knee in the chest. He's like, so he feels that force. He's like, oh, wait, I can't do that to this person. They're not gonna let me get away with it. That's what I mean by firm handler. And again, I have never seen a positive-only trainer successfully raise a Cane Corso. Now we know Zach George is training a Cane Corso puppy. That's much different. It's a puppy.
It's brand new.
It's brand new. Cane Corso puppies are so intelligent. Cane Corsos are so intelligent. So as a puppy, they're super easy to train. But I'd like to see somebody actually own one of these breeds and just do positive only through the whole entire life of the dog.
Right.
And then come back to me. Joel always says these positive only dog trainers, they don't have the proof. They don't work with aggressive breeds. You know, it's not like, I can't speak to that either. I'm not sitting there training people's aggressive dogs like Joel or Dog Daddy.
Yeah.
Again, people take what Dog Daddy's doing, and I feel like they're just clipping out certain things, not taking the whole picture into consideration.
Yeah.
And saying he's beating these dogs, when half the time these dogs are just reacting.
Right.
And he is letting them to react till they calm down and kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna get my way, I'm not gonna win. Nothing's coming, with me reacting, there's nothing good coming from this.
No.
You know?
Right.
I haven't watched a ton of his stuff, but everything I've seen, I haven't seen any abuse whatsoever.
I haven't either.
All I've seen is him helping these dogs that are aggressive and helping these owners so hopefully they can live a happy life.
Yep.
Because positive only, you can't just avoid everything in the world. You know, you have to walk your dog. So if your dog's super reactive, you can't just give him a treat, be like, hey, let's avoid this and walk the other way, for example. Like, there's a time when treats aren't even gonna matter to the dog.
And it's not appropriate either, is the other thing. And that just doesn't even make sense to me that you have a dog that's reactive and lunging at someone to instead pivot and almost band-aid the situation by just distracting them with a sit and a treat. That doesn't fix the root cause of the issue.
It doesn't.
It just psychologically doesn't make any sense to me, whether we're talking animals or humans.
Now, I don't know if it's because of how soft the world became since 2020. Like the
Part of
whole world's gone mad, guys. The whole world has gone mad. So I don't know if that's where just the positive only movement came from. And by being a balance trainer, it doesn't mean you're hurting your dog. It doesn't mean you're beating your dog. But without positive, there's no negative. Without up, down doesn't exist. So yes, there are consequences to life. You punch me in the face, I'm punching you back in the face. I'm not going to give you a treat so you don't punch me again in the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine raising kids and having positive only training? If I did something wrong as a kid, I would get sent to my room. I didn't get to go to my friend's house. There were consequences when I acted out. That's how I learned a lesson. It doesn't mean I was beat or abused. There's appropriate ways to teach consequences.
There is.
So you can learn, and it works. And you have to be able to instill that with a guardian breed. Terry Davis, 9278, says, those jumps the dog did to Joel is exactly why I could not keep my Corso. Mine would jump at my husband, and my husband laughed. My husband was not on the same page for training. Everything I worked on during the daytime was thrown out the window in the evening when my husband came home from work. My husband would not listen to me or watch any training videos. It was the saddest day when I returned her to the breeder. Everyone living in the house with a dog must be in on the training and the same training techniques. The replies to this, don't send any hate to Terry, but the replies to this were all like, honey, you got rid of the wrong dog. You should have got rid of the husband, which was kind of funny, but also sad. But I think it goes back to the point that you always bring up. We've done multiple videos on this.
Just a recent one on convincing your wife to get a Cane Corso.
Go back to that video. You have to be on the same page. You have to, or else, yes, all your work will be thrown out the window. Yes. So don't get this breed. Maybe you can get away with that with a golden retriever or a Shih Tzu, but you can't get away with that with a Cane Corso. It's dangerous.
Now, we don't have kids. We always say these are our kids.
Yep.
We don't treat them like kids. We fully understand what they're capable of. Yes, we bring them to a lot of places with us because they're our family, right? Yep. Your dogs are your family. They're part of your family. It's more than just an animal. We like to bring them places with us. We like to bring them to the gym, for example, because A, it brings a lot of people happiness.
It does.
We went to the gym yesterday without the dogs, and everybody's like, where's the family?
I wish we would have filmed that.
Where's everybody else?
Yep.
You know? And then we get random comments on Instagram, oh, only a Karen brings a dog to the gym. Okay, well, I think only a Karen comments
Right,
that.
like, why is that necessary to bring a dog to the gym?
It's
That's
not
just
necessary,
gross.
but guess what? Our gym allows it.
Right.
So we're going to use this opportunity to train our dogs because it's socializing them.
Correct.
They're learning lessons when they're at their gym. They're getting around different people when they're at the gym, and it just goes so far in their training, how we're raising them, their socialization.
And as Jason said, it makes a lot of other people happy. I haven't had one bad experience with bringing these guys to the gym other than hearing positive feedback.
Yes.
We're very respectful of others. Did you see this hat I put on today?
I did. It's the
Real
same one I
nice.
got on too. I got the black one.
Feels good.
You got the gray one. That looks good on you.
It's nice, right?
super
Wintertime,
warm,
I'm
yeah.
living in beanies.
I know, I live in beanies too. Guys, we have a ton of Canine Corso merch linked in the description box below. Just scroll down, check it out, buy yourself some Canine Corso merch, help support the fam.
Great stocking stuffer.
It is a great stocking stuffer. Highly appreciate it. Go check out Joel's channel, Beckham's Dog Training. His videos are awesome. I love his videos, and he's a very good trainer. He's very smart. He's in line with a lot of the thoughts that I have and how I've always raised my dogs. Very highly recommended, great channel. And until next time, Bruce Wayne, Joey Justice, Kara Corey, and myself will see you later. Peace. And we always reward the dogs after they do work. It's funny, the moment I get out my camera bag, they hear unzip, they get up and they go because they know they have a job to do. Canine Corsos need a job to do. And filming a video is a job to them. Don't you feel like they're tired after filming?
Oh, they
Just
always
sitting here
are.
in the focus, stay. I'll let you break it when you come over here. I'll break it and then you can give me the treats. You just gotta stay. And then get over there. Get down on your knees. Okay, now you can tell them what to do.
Bruce. Okay. Good boy. Justice, good boy.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, I'm covered in drool. That's it.
That's it.
That's all she
That's
wrote.
it. You're good.
Okay. Good boys.
Good boys. Come here. Bruce, come here. Let me wipe off your face. You got like treat drool all over you. Yeah. Bruce, like I hear a bag. There's more treats in there.
You can't touch that bag if they're not getting treats.